There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your evening update.
Sunny skies across the Tennessee Valley on this Wednesday. It's looked just fine out there, but temperatures have been on the chilly side, more like a late winter day. Only got to 59 degrees in Lawrenceburg this afternoon at the airport after morning low of 36, and there was some light frost here and there across the area. No rainfall. We don't expect rainfall for the next 7, 10, maybe 14 days on the board. Muscle Shoals Airport only got to 63 today after a morning low this morning of 43. But many locations in northwest Alabama also snuck down into the mid to upper 30s as well. We're going to be more chilly tonight than what we were last night. Lower 30s are likely across all of southern Middle Tennessee and in our sheltered valley locations. Also back in the northeastern counties like Marshall County, Tennessee, we're talking about upper 20s being possible. Not cold enough that you need to drip the faucets by any means, but a widespread light frost is certainly likely, so you're going to have to protect the plants again tonight, even down in the northwest Alabama, especially from the Tennessee River northward low to mid-30s. But even down here where it's 36, 37 south of the Tennessee River, you're going to have to protect the plants tonight for patchy light frost. It'll be into the low to mid-60s across the area, mainly the mid-60s for many of us here for our Thursday with sunny skies. We are starting to moderate a little bit beginning tomorrow, and then back into the 30s tomorrow night. Not quite as chilly. We'll be milder by a few degrees down into the mid to upper 30s again. But even here for Thursday night, this is still chilly enough that you need to protect the plants once again from a light frost. And then we do start to moderate things heading into Friday and especially the weekend. We'll have high pressure shifting off to the east, more of a southeasterly wind, and despite a few more clouds, we will be warming up here as we go forward. Now, no rain chances on the board for the next 7 days, but we will start getting back into the 70s. Mid-60s for Thursday, upper 60s to lower 70s for Friday. Then we're back into the mid-70s for the weekend, and then by next week, we're not too far from 80 degrees here. No excessively hot weather coming on the board. Overnight lows coming out of the 30s, back into the 40s over the weekend, and into the lower 50s as we head into next week. We're watching the tropics as we always still do this time of year. Hurricane season for the Atlantic Basin does not end until the end of November. We do still have our 2 tropical waves we've been watching the past few days. The one out here in the central Atlantic, it's moving westward. It's still likely to recurve northward into the upper level jet stream in the western Atlantic before it would ever get to the United States. However, models are also backing off on the idea of this ever becoming a tropical storm or anything like that. So we'll still watch it, but the chances of this formally developing into an organized system starting to decrease as it starts to run into more wind shear and such the next few days. And then our disturbance in the southwest Caribbean, again, that would still be a Central American threat if it were to develop, but the chances of it developing are also starting to decrease. So at least for the next 7 days, no imminent threats to the mainland United States, but as always, we watch it carefully for you. Clear skies tonight, dropping quickly out of the 50s into the 40s after sunset, then down through the 40s into the 30s. And again, for most of southern Middle Tennessee, it's lower 30s near or a touch below the freezing mark, and then mid-30s over northwest Alabama and northeast Mississippi. Mid-60s here for Thursday, upper 60s to near 70 for Friday. Back into the mid-70s over the weekend and knocking on the door of 80 next week. Again, cold enough that you need to protect the plants tonight. You need to cover them tomorrow night as well. And then we start seeing our overnight lows also moderating, 40s for the weekend overnight, 50s for lows as we head back into next week. There's your latest 7-day forecast. I'll be back at 9 o'clock for a final check of your local weather.